Let's get divorced. She's pregnant.
Mommy! Oh! Watch out! Jake? Baby, can you hear me? Help! Please, someone help my child! Somebody help me! Call an ambulance! Baby, hold on, sweetheart! Mommy's right here!
Ma'am, you need to wait out here.
Dr. James, please! You have to save my son, please! Dr. James, how is my son? Is he awake?
The child has suffered cardiac trauma. With our hospital's current medical capabilities, the success rate for this surgery is far too low. He must be transferred immediately to St. Steeling Hospital across the coast. They have a specialized medical team there. His chances of survival would exceed 90%.
Then send him there right away.
There's a severe storm warning right now. All flights and sea routes are suspended. It's impossible to get across.
How can this be happening? Who can save him?
On this entire coastline, there is only one person who could possibly fly in this weather. Garrett, elite rescue pilot and CEO of Phoenix Private Aviation. Unless he agrees to take the flight, I'm afraid the child...
Garrett, I'll call him.
Is she insane? One phone call and she thinks Garrett will come personally?
Hello? Garrett? Hello, Garrett.
Garrett's in the shower. He doesn't have time for your calls.
Mia, my son's been in an accident. He's at Coastline Hospital. He needs to be airlifted to St. Stephen immediately.
Tell him to get the plane ready, now!
Elaine, to keep Garrett tied to you, you'd even use your own child's life. How shameless.
I am not lying. My son is dying. Put him on the phone, now!
That little bastard. Once the Young Aviators Championship Award ceremony is over tomorrow, you can both crawl out of Garrett's life for good.
Hello? Hello?
I really thought you were the wife of Garrett, the wealthiest man on the coast. Turns out it was just a delusion.
Shut your mouth!
What are you glaring at? I'm just telling the truth.
Enough arguing. At most, 40 minutes remain in the golden window for emergency intervention. Aside from Garrett, no one can get airborne in this weather.
40 minutes. Contact the control tower. Get Jake on the plane first. I will make Garrett take off.
Hurry! We don't have much time.
I'm trying. Come on, come on!
Who was that?
Your wife. Still can't let go, wants you to go back and be with the kid.
All right. I've already laid it all out for her. After Jake's Flight Championship Award ceremony, I'll divorce her. You'll be my wife.
I've been waiting for this.
Me too.
You're not leaving today.
Fine. Today is just for you.
Garrett!
Garrett, come with me. Garrett!
Have you lost your mind?
Elaine, you have no shame chasing us here. Get out of my way! My son is on a medevac flight. He's running out of time.
Enough, Elaine. Stop pestering me, or I won't be polite.
Jake really is dying. I'm not lying to you.
What did you say? What exactly happened to Jake?
Jake was struck by a jet ski. It caused cardiac trauma. He needs you to fly him across the coast to St. Sterling Hospital.
Hit in the heart?
Elaine, you would actually curse your own child like this?
You're cursing our child?
No, I'm telling the truth. If we don't go now, it'll be too late. Darling, please!
What a performance. Garrett, my cat, needed medical transport today after an injury, and now suddenly your son needs transport too? What a coincidence. She's deliberately trying to provoke me.
Elaine,
I never thought you'd stoop so low as to threaten me with our child's life.
I swear it! Jake really is injured. Everything I've said is true.
Enough! How could you fabricate a lie like this?
Our son is critically injured. He has less than 40 minutes left for emergency intervention. If you don't go now, it will be too late. Darling, I'm begging you.
Garrett, she's just being hysterical. If there truly was a medical transport request, dispatch would have notified us long ago.
You don't believe me? Then call dispatch and ask them yourself. Call them!
I love you so much.
I love you too. Don't tell me that's Garrett. He assigned you to man the dispatch center today.
Hello, Mr. Garrett? Are you at the company right now? Check and see if there's been any emergency medical transport request filed for Jake. You son Jake? No, sir, it's not Elaine playing another rank, is it?
That's impossible. How could they treat this as a prank? That's impossible! Jake is waiting on the medical plane for transfer.
Enough. You disgust me beyond belief. Get out now.
This is not a prank, I swear.
Kevin's been with me for 10 years. I trust him the most. He wouldn't lie to me.
Just come to the tarmac with me and look. Just one look. If I'm lying, I'll agree to all the divorce terms.
Garrett, she's gone mad. No mother would joke about her child's life and death.
Elaine, how did you become like this?
10 years of marriage. I'm begging you just this once. Just this once.
Mr. Garrett, there's a red alert for the storm, but Miss Mia's cat must be taken to the pet hospital across the coast for treatment as soon as possible. Regular crews can't take off.
Garrett! My cat is my family. If we can't save it, I won't be able to go on living either.
Don't be afraid. I'm here. I'll fly it myself and make sure the cat gets there safely.
Don't go! Jake won't be able to survive until you finish delivering the cat. Honey, I'm begging you.
Elaine, haven't you caused enough trouble? The cat is very important to Mia. It's a life, too. Can't you see how upset she is?
Garrett, don't mind her. Saving the cat is the most important thing. Let's go now.
You can do whatever you want to me, but please, just take a look at Jake. He's really not going to make it.
Elaine, the dispatch center said there's no application. You kneeling is just embarrassing him.
I really didn't.
You've gone too far. Get away from me.
Ms. Elaine, emergency medical evacuation request for Jake has been denied due to insufficient priority.
Jake! Mommy, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I couldn't save you.
Ms. Elaine, his injuries were too severe. We did everything we could. This was clutched tightly in his hand. He said it was for your husband. Please accept our condolences.
Garrett, you murdered my Jake.
The Blair Beach incident tonight confirms one 6-year-old boy, Jake, deceased despite resuscitation efforts. Next of kin, Ellen.
Jake. It really is him. It's over. I'm really fucked up. I've killed Garrett's son.
Miss, all the old guard from Sioux Group's aviation division have assembled, awaiting your orders. We are deeply grieved by what happened to Jake. Please accept our condolences, Miss.
I will make Garrett pay.
Miss, Garrett now controls the aviation conglomerate. His influence is immense. Revenge requires meticulous planning.
You veterans of the Sioux family, do you still remember who your true master is?
The case regarding the seizure of the group's core business has long been concealed away by him.
I will uncover the truth myself. This time, I will definitely make him.
Tomorrow is the award ceremony, Jake's flight championship. Behave yourself. Don't cause any trouble. We'll get divorced when it's done.
I will take Jake there. Back to the estate.
Ethan, Jake is gone.
Ethan, all personnel and channels are ready. Just give the word and we'll tear down his aviation empire.
You dare lay a finger on my sister, harm my nephew, I'll make you pay with your life.
I've already arranged everything for your parents. I'll take good care of them for you. You go to Europe and focus on your flight training. I'll be waiting for you.
Elaine, without you, I wouldn't be where I am today. I swear to heaven, I will never betray you in this lifetimes.
Mommy's taking you to your award ceremony. Howard, Martha, you are so blessed. Garrett monopolized North American air rescue at such a young age, and your grandson is so outstanding.
Of course. The children of our family are destined to take over the entire aviation empire.
It's all thanks to our upbringing since he was little. What future could he have had if he'd stayed with someone?
It's a joyous day today. Forget about that jinx.
Weren't you waiting for your grandson? I've brought your grandson back to you. Safe and sound. Your grandson. I've brought him back to you.
She's in mourning clothes. Is that an urn in her arms?
Elaine, today is Jake's Young Aviators Championship Awards ceremony. You barge in here dressed like that, carrying that thing. Are you deliberately trying to bring shame upon our entire family?
Disgrace? You dare talk about disgrace? Without my money paving the way, without me mobilizing all the aviation resources, could you have become Academy board members? Every bit of your glory today was given by me.
Nonsense! We built everything from scratch. Why would we need to rely on you?
Built from scratch? The food you eat, the things you use, the positions you stand in, I gave you all of these! Your son Garrett, he climbed up using me, then turned around and cheated, heartless.
Everyone in New Jersey knows Garrett only became the aviation tycoon because of the Sioux family, and now he's turning ruthless.
You! It's clearly you who's incompetent, unable to keep my son's heart.
It's all just your twisted words. You're truly a family. Today, I'll let everyone see clearly what Garrett really is.
How dare you? Are you trying to ruin this award ceremony?
Award ceremony? My child is dead. Who are you putting on this show for? The child is dead. Who are you putting on this show for?
What did you say?
To get revenge, you'd even curse your own child. You're not fit to be a mother.
Our family is truly cursed to have married you. Get out!
This auditorium was donated by my family. The ones who should leave are you.
Hurry up and call Garrett. Tell him to come back and teach this unruly shrew a lesson.
Mom, what's wrong?
Garrett, come back. Elaine is about to drive your father to his grave.
I'm helping Mia pick out an engagement ring. I won't be attending Jake's award ceremony.
Where is Garrett?
Garrett says he's not coming.
Honey, will this delay you from attending Jake's award ceremony?
Hey, look at me. It's just an award ceremony. Our lifelong commitment is more important than anything.
Today is Jake's award ceremony. How can he simply not come?
He's with Mia picking out an engagement ring.
To pick out a ring for his new partner, he won't even show up for his own son's final travesty. Garrett, you don't deserve to be a father.
Final journey.
Elaine, stop this shit!
Give me back my grandson!
Your grandson was killed by your son.
What?
You're lying!
Jake is dead? How is that possible? Go check the news about yesterday's accident at Blair Beach. The Blair Beach accident. We just received word that the injured party is Jake.
It's Jake? The photo? It really is my grandson. It's really him.
My son was in danger, and Garrett, to save his new lover's cat, let my son die on the medevac plane. According to the latest official announcement, the injured party Jake is in critical condition and still undergoing resuscitation. Death has not been declared.
You bitch! My grandson is fine! How dare you curse him! How dare you hit me!
My son is dead. What wouldn't I dare do?
Elaine, hand over my grandson, and I'll let bygones be bygones.
Compared to Garrett, you still have a conscience. Too bad it's all too late.
What exactly happened to my grandson?
Your grandson. You'll never see him again.
Your grandson. You will never see him again.
She's completely lost her mind! Call Garrett! Now!
Darling, it's all my fault. I dragged you here to look at venues that you couldn't make it to Jake's award ceremony.
Sweetheart, anything that concerns you and our future together matters more than anything else.
Garrett! Come back now! Elaine is causing a huge scene at the ceremony, saying something's happened to Jake!
What?
For my son. He was only 5 years old.
Hey, Mom! What's going on with my son? What? What? Mr. Garrett! I'm sorry! I shouldn't have lied to you! At the airport yesterday! What did you just say?! What exactly happened to my son? He was hit by a jet ski. You were the only one who'd fly the special transport plane, but you flew the pet transport that day.
Shut up! Garrett, Jake will be fine. Our son is critically injured. He has less than 40 minutes left for emergency intervention. If you don't go now, it will be too late. Darling, I'm begging you.
No, my son can't be dead.
I'm sorry, I should have told you yesterday.
If anything happens to my son, I'll make you pay with your life!
Garrett, come back immediately.
You wait here. I'm going back now.
Garrett! Don't! Jake! We'll be fine!
Get out of my way! That's my son!
You wanted to see your grandson, didn't you? Here he is.
Jake, my precious boy.
My son's life was worth less than his mistress's cat. What a fine son you have raised.
The ceremony turned into a memorial service.
You've all been deceived! Elaine used a fake urn to trick us!
Is that true?
Elaine, show us the official accident report and the hospital records. Without the documents, you're just spreading rumors. Right! Show us the official records.
He's really gone. Jake is gone.
But I marked his emergency request as a prank.
Listen, we're in this together now. Neither of us can escape. When we go out, just say we never received any emergency request from Jake.
What if we're found out?
Do as I say, and I'll ensure you get a promotion safely. If you dare to betray me, you'll be the sole scapegoat, and you'll never work in North American aviation again.
If you can't produce the official records, you're just treating us like fools.
The entire dispatch system, tower logs, cloud backups, all wiped clean. How could I possibly produce the records you want?
It's all just your word against ours from the beginning. Don't believe her, everyone. She's just out for revenge against Garrett family.
That's right. I am seeking revenge. I want to take back everything that belongs to me. I want Garrett to...
You vicious woman! Don't even think about it!
You Jezzel! Give me back my grandson now!
Your grandson, you'll never see him anymore.
I'll smash it right now and expose your lies!
Stop! Those are Jake's last remaining things.
Security! Put her down!
No!
Who laid a hand on my sister just now?
I'm back to stand up for you.
Ethan, weren't you missing? How dare you come back?
Call Garrett, now!
Garrett!
Damn it! Your son killed my nephew. Your whole family hurt my sister. Did you really think Ethan, was dead?
Let him go! You're insane! Garrett won't let you get away with this!
I'll be right here waiting for him.
Ethan, my son will make you pay.
My son is gone. I have nothing left to fear. From today on, not a single one of you from your family can escape. From today onward, not a single one of you from the Sheng clan will get away.
Don't afraid, everyone! Let's take him down together! Whoever can subdue him will be handsomely rewarded!
If you value your lives, get the hell out. Now. 3.
Don't shoot! We're leaving! Please!
2.
Run! Run for your lives!
1.
Come back! You cowards, get back here!
Looks like your social standing is a total joke, Howard.
Elaine, honey, this is a misunderstanding. We're family, remember?
I'm here to give Jake his award. You trash aren't welcome. Get out.
This is my grandson's ceremony! You have no right to kick me out!
I suggest you leave. Before I make you.
Ethan, they're polluting the air. Throw them out.
Get these animals out of here.
I said get them out!
Elaine! Ethan! You're gonna rot in hell for this! I'm gonna destroy you!
Just you wait. When my son gets here, you're both dead meat!
Dad! Mom! What the hell is going on? What happened to you two?
Garrett! You're finally here!
Where's Jake? Where is he?
Jake is fine. This is all a trap set by Elaine. Elaine's got Jake stashed somewhere, and Ethan is back.
Ethan is back? What? Ethan is back? Are you serious?
Elaine, let me handle Jake's funeral. I'll make sure everything is taken care of.
Why the hell did you come back, Ethan? Do you have any idea how many people died just so you could make it out of here alive?
Before Dad died, he told Ethan the truth. Losing the family business wasn't some market failure. It was a setup. Garrett and Mia greased the right pawns at the Aviation Administration and rigged the whole thing against us.
What did you just say?
Take a look. Today's headline. New flame rumored to be pregnant. Garrett spotted ring shopping with Mia.
I told you that woman was a piece of work. Garrett isn't even divorced yet, and she's already clawing her way to the top.
Dad, Mom, that's enough. Mia is carrying my child.
What?
Oh my God! This is wonderful news!
How far along?
12 weeks.
Now that there's a child involved, take good care of yourself. But all those rumors and gossip swirling around, you need to clean that up. Don't let it tarnish the group's reputation.
Mia, I'm so sorry for how I acted before. You're the real MVP of this family. Name your place. Whatever you're craving, it's on me.
All right, Mom and Dad, Mia and I have things to discuss. Why don't you two head upstairs and get some rest?
Fine. We'll leave you to it.
Still no word from Jake?
Ethan went back to New Jersey.
What? Ethan went back to New Jersey?
That ex-husband of yours is looking for blood. We're the ones who made him a marked man all those years ago.
Then I'll have security put this place on total lockdown. We'll grab him and throw him in a hole.
Grab him? You want to take him on, or do you want to help him burn this whole house down? Don't underestimate Elaine. She's been playing the long game in the dark. If Ethan is back, he's coming with a hell of a backup plan.
Is Jake okay?
He's fine. Elaine is just stashing the kids somewhere, trying to squeeze me for everything I've got. Bring him in. I want to hear the truth about that day from his own mouth.
Garrett, I screwed up. I'm so sorry. Please, don't kill me.
Start talking.
My son, Jake? What the hell happened to him?
This is your last chance. What exactly happened to Jake? Don't even think about lying to me, or you'll wish you were dead.
Garrett, I swear this is the truth. Jake was graved by a jet ski that day, but it was just a minor scrape. We banded him up, and then Elaine showed up and took him by force.
You're sure about this?
This is the official record from the Blair Beach Medical Station. Elaine fabricated that story about Jake being seriously injured just to tear Garrett and Mia apart.
Elaine, you ruthless bitch.
See, Garrett? She did it on purpose. She's hell-bent on ruining us. That day, Garrett actually pushed Mia because of Elaine's lies.
I know, sweetheart, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just lost it because I was worried about the
Jake! It's always about Jake! Do you ever even think about Mia or this baby Mia is carrying?
Of course I do. It's my fault, okay? You and the baby are everything to me. Please, just don't be mad.
The hospital sent an email. Lucky is dead.
What?
What did you just say?
The whole thing was a setup, Elaine. Mia and Garrett rigged the entire takeover.
Damn it. Those two monsters.
Ethan, you have to get out of here tonight. Get the hell out of New Jersey right now.
I've spent years overseas just so I could come back and make them pay! Now that Jake is gone, I'm not leaving Elaine here to be hunted by those scumbags alone.
Mia is just a pawn. Garrett knows Ethan is back, and Garrett is going to come for Ethan. I'm not telling Ethan to run. I'm telling Ethan to disappear for a while.
Elaine, I'm not that soft kid Elaine used to know. Garrett isn't going to catch me that easily.
I know I can't talk Ethan out of this, but promise Elaine, once Jake's funeral is over, Ethan leaves the country immediately.
Fine. I promise.
I'm so sorry, baby. Mom was too late. I couldn't save you.
It's okay, Elaine. We have to let Jake go. It's time for the burial.
No! My son! My sweet boy!
Wait, was that Elaine? What the hell is she doing here?
Today is Lucky's funeral. And you're still obsessed with that woman and her brat?
All right, calm down. I'm not thinking about her. Look, I got the best man for Lucky, okay? David handled my grandfather's service. He'll make sure Lucky's soul finds peace.
I don't care! If it weren't for Elaine, my cat would still be alive. I'm going to make her pay.
Drop it. A damn cat doesn't compare to my son.
What did you just say? He wasn't a pet, he was my baby.
Fine, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. He was our baby. Just breathe, okay? It's not good for the pregnancy. Let's just get this over with and bury Lucky.
Elaine, Garrett is here with Mia. They're just on the other side of the hill. I think they spotted us.
I'm going to kill that son of a bitch!
If Garrett wants to say goodbye to Jake, fine. We'll end this, Ethan. Right here, in front of our son, once and for all.
Don't worry, Elaine.
Before this day is over, I'm gonna make that pathetic couple crawl over here and beg for forgiveness at Jake's grave.
Garrett has people crawling all over this place. You're a target, Ethan. You need to get the hell out of here, now.
I'm not going anywhere! We can't just let them walk away after what they did to Jake!
Go! This isn't the time to be a damn martyr. We need evidence first. Now move!
So it was you.
I knew I heard someone wailing. Who? Whose grave is this anyway?
Damn it. That bitch actually buried the little brat here. Garrett can't find out the truth. I just need to get through this funeral and I'm home free.
Elaine? You murderer! You killed my baby! If you hadn't blocked Garrett and wasted our time, my Lucky would still be alive!
So let me get this straight. You're actually here today to bury a cat?
What's it to you? Look, Elaine, I already told you I'll deal with what happened to our son later. But today is about Mia's kitty. Don't you dare upset her. She's carrying my child.
Garrett, you're a monster. A pet's life matters, but your own son's life means nothing to you?
Enough! Stop this hysterical bullshit. How can you even compare my son to a pet?
Garrett, please, calm down. This is sacred ground. Show some respect for the dead and don't disturb their peace with your bickering.
David, enough talk. Just start the damn last reds for my cat. Now!
Please, everyone, calm down. This is sacred ground. Show some respect for the dead and don't disturb their peace with your bickering.
David, enough talk. Just start the damn last reds for my cat. Now!
Garrett, please, calm down. This service requires peace and preparation. Besides, Elaine is here as well. She has a departed soul who needs a blessing.
No! You're doing my cat first. Elaine is just playing a sick game. Jake only had a few scratches. He doesn't need any damn rots. Elaine is only doing this to mess with our heads. A sick game? Mia, if you hadn't intentionally stalled and lied to Garrett, would have never died on that flight.
Elaine, leave Mia out of this. Stop acting like a total lunatic.
David, I'm begging you. Please, give Jake his roots first. He was just a boy—
Elaine, if you dare curse my son one more time, I swear to God I'll break you!
Garrett, are you really this blind, or are you just pretending? Do you honestly think I joke about my own son's life? Garrett, don't you see? There is nothing Elaine won't do to get you back.
I'm done with the lies. Where is my son?
Jake is right there, under that tombstone in front of your face. But you won't even look, will you? Your eyes are too busy staring at Mia and her damn cat. You make me sick. Garrett, don't listen to her. Elaine is just trying to ruin this for me.
I am asking you one last time. Where is my son?
I told you! He's dead and you're the one who killed him!
Garrett, we found him. We finally found Jake.
What?
You're sure? Garrett, I saw Ethan with a squad of goons. They took Jake. Right at the back gate of the cemetery, I saw it with my own eyes. They just drove off.
That's impossible. You're a damn liar. Jake is dead, and Ethan left. This is just another sick little fantasy you and Mia cooked up.
Game over, Elaine. You and your brother Ethan teamed up to screw with Garrett's head. You fabricated this whole dead son story just so you could keep clinging to Garrett. Now that you've been caught, what's your next move?
Where is Jake? Where did Elaine hide Jake?
I told you, Jake is dead. Jake is gone.
Garrett, Elaine, please, calm down. Stop this bickering before you disturb the souls of the departed.
Don't talk to me about respecting the dead. Jake isn't dead. She's been lying the whole time. Now, you're coming with me right now to finish the service for my cat. That's the only soul here that needs to rest in peace. Don't waste another second.
Garrett, you've lost your mind. Jake is right here, waiting for his final rites, and you're dragging the man away to bury a cat? What kind of monster are you? What do you think this cemetery is?
My son? My son is halfway across the state with Ethan. He's not in that hole. Mia's cat is family, and the cat is the one who's actually dead. He gets the roots first. You try to stop me again, and I'll bury you next to that cat.
Give it a rest, Elaine. You really think this little performance is gonna fool Garrett?
You probably buried an empty box, and then you have the nerve to drag a priest into your lie? It's a pathetic joke.
Shut your mouth, you cold-blooded bitch! I'll make you pay for this if it's the last thing I do!
Once Garrett trashes this funeral, you're dead to him forever. There's no coming back from this.
You knew the whole time. You knew Jake was dead, and you've been feeding Garrett.
David, I'm giving you one last choice. You come with me right now and finish the service for Mia's cat, or I'll have my men smash this tombstone into dust.
Garrett, for the love of God, don't. Desecrating a grave will bring a curse upon you. Think about what you're doing. Smash it! Now!
Garrett? I said do it. Anyone else who has a problem with that can join the rubble.
No! No! Get off me! Please, Garrett, I'm begging you, don't do this. You're gonna regret this for the rest of your life. He's your own son! How can you be such a monster to your own blood?
Garrett, honey, just let it go. Elaine's only doing this to crawl back to you.
Smash the damn thing! What the hell are you waiting for? Smash it!
Garrett, stop this madness! This is a place of rest! You cannot desecrate this grave!
Drag Pastor David over to Lucky's grave now!
No! Stop! Please, I'm begging you, don't do this!
You wanted revenge, Elaine? Well, today you get to watch every memory of that little brat turn to dust. Look at it.
Garrett, look at this.
Garrett, there really was an urn buried under the stone.
An urn?
Look at this, Garrett. She's so sick, she even put a photo on the box just to finish her little ritual. She's literally cursing her own son.
Those are his ashes! That is my son inside that box!
You bitch! How dare you use my son in your twisted games!
Garrett, I hope you rot in hell! I hope you die screaming!
Oh God. These are real? These are actual ashes? Spot in your writ. Look at me and tell the truth. Did you see my son or not? Answer me! Garrett, I'm telling you, Jake is alive. I have witnesses. We all saw it. He's right. We saw Ethan take the boy with our own eyes. He looked fine, Garrett. Not a scratch on him.
You're lying! You're all goddamn liars!
Enough. The truth is staring you in the face, and you're still trying to play the victim?
You're all in on this! Mia paid you to say this, didn't she?
Face it, Elaine. Your son is gone. Now, do you really want to drag Ethan down with you and watch him rot in a cell?
Listen carefully. Admit Jake is alive and give Garrett his divorce, or I'll make sure Ethan rots in a cage and never sees the sun again. Over my dead body.
Elaine! I'm done playing games. Where is my son?
Fine. You want the truth? He's alive. I had Ethan hide him.
You bitch! How dare you use our son as a pawn?
Where the hell were you when he was dying? Why didn't you believe me when I was on my knees begging for your help?
Enough! I had things to handle, but that's no excuse for you to use the kid to get back at me.
You're delusional. You think I'd use my own son? You're going to regret this, Garrett. Maybe not today, but soon.
Tell me where he is! Now!
You're never seeing him again. Having a father like you is the biggest tragedy of Jake's life.
You're really pushing me, Elaine. You want to die that badly?
Garrett, don't waste your breath on her. Once the divorce is final, the courts will give us custody anyway.
Sign it. We're done. Right here. Right now.
10 years, Garrett. 10 years of marriage. And I never realized how cold-blooded you actually are.
Cut the drama, Elaine. Just sign the damn papers. Don't forget, Ethan's life is in our hands.
I'll give you what you want. But before I sign, I want to talk to you. Alone.
Go back to the car. I'll handle this. The rest of you, get lost.
That was for the 10 years of my life I wasted on you. That was for the 10 years of my life I wasted on you.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
And that one was for your pathetic affair. And for murdering my son.
Are you done yet, Elaine? Are you finished making a scene?
10 years, Garrett. It took me 10 years to finally see you for the piece of shit you really are. Without me, you'd be nothing. Do you think you could have built any of this empire on your own?
This city doesn't give a damn about who you are anymore. I own this town now, not some washed-up Elaine.
The Sioux lost everything because of you. You and Mia destroyed us. I swear, Garrett, I'm going to take everything from you until you have nothing left but to crawl to Jake's grave and beg for mercy.
If it weren't for me, the Sioux family's assets would have been picked clean by vultures years ago. You'd be rotting in the gutter, not playing princess in a mansion.
You have no shame. I can't believe I ever loved a man as pathetic as you.
I'm done talking. What's your price? The cars? The houses? Cash? Just name it and get out of my life.
I don't want your blood money. For the sake of the 10 years we shared, I only want one thing. The truth. I just want the truth. One thing.
What truth?
Was it you? Did you and Mia orchestrated the collapse of my family?
What kind of bullshit are you talking about? Your family went under because of your brother. He was a playboy who gambled it all away.
I want the truth, Garrett. From your mouth.
It's ancient history. What good does it do to dig it up now?
The Sioux were an empire. We were worth trillions. Then, overnight, we lost everything. My parents killed themselves, and my brother was hunted into exile. I deserve the truth. Is that too much to ask?
You have nothing left, Elaine. Knowing isn't going to bring them back.
If you don't tell me you're never seeing your son again, your family name dies with you, Garrett. Is that what you want?
You dare threaten me?
Try me.
This bitch is desperate. She's only asking so she can protect Ethan. Fine. The case is so old there's no paper trail left. Nothing they have can touch me now.
Are you gonna tell me, or do I walk away and let your son disappear forever?
Fine. You want it? You got it. It was me. I did it all.
That's all I needed to hear. Garrett, I'm going to make sure you lose everything until you're rotting in the dirt!
Your family was always so stuck up, so obsessed with their old money ways. Your parents looked down on me from the very beginning. They thought a man like me wasn't good enough to breathe the same air as you. That's why Mia reached out to me.
And then? Don't stop now. Tell me exactly what you two were doing behind my back.
It was all Mia. Mia played Ethan like a fiddle, using his feelings to set one trap after another. She's the one who dismantled the Sioux Empire piece by piece. I never wanted your parents to die. I was backed into a corner. I had no choice.
Shut up! You make my skin crawl. My loving husband and my sister-in-law crawling into bed together to plot the murder of my entire family.
Mia and I only happened because of you, because of how your family treated me.
Did my family hold a knife to your throat and force you to sleep with Mia? Did they force you to conspire with that bitch, embellish our fortune, and drive my parents to their graves?
Your whole family treated me like garbage. I have a PhD from the best schools in Europe. I'm the smartest man in the room. I was never meant to live in your shadow.
If my parents hadn't paid every cent for your Ivy League education, you'd be nothing. You sold your soul for power a long time ago, Garrett.
Just sign it! You can keep that pathetic, rundown house of yours. I'm done with you. Just make sure my son is returned safely within 3 days, or else.
Your son? He's never coming back. You and that woman have committed sins that can never be washed away. It's only fitting that the bloodline ends with you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? What did you do to Jake? Hello? What? Speak up, what do you mean? Ethan? Don't do anything stupid! If you lay a finger on Mia, I swear I'll kill you with my own hands!
What happened? What did Ethan do to Mia?
Mia is carrying my child, Elaine. And your brother Ethan just kidnapped Mia.
What?
Initiate the takedown. Close the net.
I assume everyone here is aware of the tragedy involving Jake. Does anyone have anything to add before we vote?
Garrett framed Elaine. He's responsible for Jake's death, and he tried to strip the family's legacy for himself. I move for his immediate removal.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. For the Sioux.
The Sioux! Dare you!
Go on Air Warpany! Take back the company! Restore the family!
Ethan, let me go! You're dead! Garrett will hunt you down for this! You listen to me, you're already dead.
I'm counting on it. Everything Garrett did to my sister, everything Garrett did to Jake, the bill is due, Mia. And I'm here to collect every single cent.
You son of a bitch, let me go!
One more word out of Mia, and I'll cut Mia's tongue out. Weren't Mia just screaming about throwing Ethan in a cage? What happened to all that talk?
Ethan, please. I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. For the sake of what we used to have, just let Mia go. I'll give you money, enough to get you out of the country, anything you want.
You have the balls to bring up the past? I've been living like a ghost for years because of you. I didn't come back for money. I came back to make you pay for Jake!
Jake's death wasn't my fault. Elaine is the one who neglected him. She's his mother. She should have watched him.
If you hadn't blocked Garrett from saving him, if you hadn't forced him to choose a damn cat over his own flesh and blood, Jake would still be breathing.
I didn't know! I swear I had no idea it would end like this.
And then Mia buried the truth and framed Ethan's sister.
Did Mia really think Ethan was too stupid to see through Mia's little game?
I didn't frame her. I didn't.
Mia wanted to call the cops so bad, right? Well, here's Ethan's chance. Call them! Do it! Ethan, get away from her!
Garrett! Get me out of here! Save me!
Ethan, let her go. Now. I'll give you enough cash to disappear, and I'll get you a flight out of New Jersey tonight. I'll even pull the police report, no questions asked. I was the heir to the Sioux dynasty. Do you really think I need charity from a backstabbing scoundrel like you? You stole my seat. You hijacked my family's legacy, and you actually have the balls to stand there and negotiate? Everything I have I built from nothing! I earned it! Earned it? If my sister hadn't paid for your degree and handed you a platform on a silver platter, you'd still be digging douches for minimum wage. Introducing her to you was the biggest mistake of my life! Ethan, I am telling you for the last time, let Mia go! Do it now, or I'll make sure you rot in a cage for the rest of your life! Go ahead and try. I'd love to see you try and take me.
Garrett and Mia have been playing us from the start. Let Mia go, Ethan.
Sis, what are you doing?
I said, let her go.
Garrett! Thank God you're here. He kidnapped me. He threatened me. He said he'd cut my tongue out.
It's okay, I've got you. This isn't over, you two. Not by a long shot. Sis, tell me we're not just letting these bastards walk out of here.
Walk out? Do they look like they're going anywhere?
Elaine, what the hell is this? Don't cross that line, I'm warning you.
On your knees. Both of you.
You bitch! Have you completely lost your mind in your dreams?
Elaine, don't push your luck. If you want to take this to the extreme, I promise you, nobody walks out of this room unscathed. You terrorized my sister. You stole our family's legacy, and you're the reason Jake is dead. You think kneeling is too far? Still using Jake as a pawn even now? You're cold-blooded, Elaine. I'm telling you, you have 3 days to return my son, or God help you. Elaine, is this how you want it? Mutually assured destruction?
Garrett, kneeling and begging for mercy is the only exit left for you two.
You want us to crawl? In your dreams, bitch, not in this life.
I tried to be reasonable for the sake of our history, but you clearly don't know when to quit. I said on your knees. Save the lecture for someone who cares! Get your hands off me! How dare you lay a finger on me!
Let me go! This is kidnapping! You're all going to prison for this!
Elaine, call them off now! Otherwise, I will burn your world to the ground! I'll make you regret the day you were born!
Is that so? I'd love to see you try and make me feel anything but bored.
Garrett!
You actually hit me? You son of a bitch! You murdered Jake and stole our legacy! I should kill you right here!
Ethan, let go! Not like this!
What's the matter, Elaine? Getting cold feet? Let us go now, or I'll drag you down to hell with me. Elaine, you've gone completely insane!
Garrett is the CEO of the entire group now. How dare you use this low-life fugitive to kidnap us? You're signing your own death warrant!
CEO? Garrett was nothing but a lapdog our family picked up from the street. Now the dog thinks he's the master. Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
You're just a wanted criminal! You're nothing! You don't get to talk about Garrett like that!
Mia, by the time I'm through with you today, everyone is going to see exactly who the real monster is.
It was all Mia. Mia played Ethan like a fiddle, using his feelings to set one trap after another. She's the one who dismantled the Sioux Empire piece by piece. I never wanted your parents to die. I was backed into a corner. I had no choice. Elaine, you bitch! You set me up!
I just want the world to see you for the pathetic hypocrite you really are.
Garrett! You backstabbing son of a bitch!
Elaine! You framed me! This video is a lie!
You confessed of your own free will. Nobody held a gun to your head. Mia, you think this is enough to put you away for the rest of your life?
Baby, listen to me. I was lying to them just to get us out of there. Don't let them get in your head. They're trying to tear us apart.
Garrett, I gave up everything for you. And this is how you talk about me the second things get heated?
Mia, stop. Think about the baby. Stress isn't good for the pregnancy.
For you, I played the mistress. I endured the public shaming, the whispers. I gave you every ounce of my soul to help you build that company, and this is my reward? To be your fall guy?
Mia, shut up! Can't you see they're baiting you? Garrett, you have the balls to commit the crime but not the spine to own it?
I see it now. I see it all so clearly. To you, I was never a partner. I was just a pawn you could toss in the trash when you were done.
No, Mia, that's not true. I love you. You have to believe me.
Stop it! You make me sick!
It's just a video. It proves nothing in a court of law. That case is dead and buried. You think reopening it is easy? With my power in New Jersey, I can make this all go away with one phone call.
So, then how about we add this to the pile? Take a good look. This is the complete paper trail of every illegal asset transfer from my family. Every cent was laundered through offshore shell companies registered in your name, Mia.
No, that's impossible. This is fake. I don't know anything about offshores. I never touched that money.
Of course you didn't. Because from day one, you were his designated scapegoat. If the feds ever came knocking, the trail leads straight to you. And he, my wonderful husband, would be sitting pretty on his throne built on the corpses of my family, watching you rot in a cell.
Garrett! You monster! I betrayed my own blood for you. I ruined my life. And you were setting me up to take the fall from the very start?
Mia, calm down. Look at this. The divorce is final. You're going to be the new Mrs. Sean. Why would I ever set up my own wife?
We'll finalize the registration tomorrow morning. From that moment on, you'll be the official, legally recognized lady of the Sean estate. I promise you, I'll hire the best legal defense in the country. They won't touch a hair on your head.
Burying your head in the sand, even with a mountain of evidence in front of you. Tell me, Garrett, after playing CEO for a few years, do you actually believe the entire world belongs to the Seans?
No! I'm not going to prison!
I can't survive in a cage!
Terrified now? You seemed pretty fearless when you were plotting to destroy everyone else's lives.
Elaine! Elaine, I'm so sorry. I know I messed up, okay? Just let me go. Please don't send Mia to jail. He made Mia do all of it. He seduced Mia. He forced Mia to play Ethan like a fool. He planned every single move. I was a victim too. Please just let me go.
Mia, have you lost your mind? Stop talking. You're spouting nonsense.
Elaine, please, have a heart. I'll testify against him. I'll give you everything. I'll put it all on him. He's the mastermind. And just give Mia a way out.
Mia, calm the hell down. I told you, you're pregnant. They can't touch you. There is no reason to beg these people for anything.
Shut the hell up! Elaine! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You've always been the better person, please. I'm begging you, show me some mercy.
Save your crocodile tears, Mia. Let me ask you something. If you were actually carrying his child right now, would you really be crawling on the floor like a dog, begging for your life?
What are you talking about?
She had a miscarriage a week ago, Garrett.
Elaine! Shut your mouth! Don't you dare say another word!
Look at you, Garrett. A captain with dual doctorates in clinical medicine and aerospace. And you're telling me that with all those fancy degrees, you couldn't even tell the woman sleeping next to you isn't even pregnant anymore?
Seriously, Garrett? You're a captain with dual doctorates in medicine and aerospace, and you're telling me you couldn't even tell Mia in your bed lost the baby?
You're pregnant? Is this for real, Mia?
You're the brilliant MD here. You think these numbers would lie to a genius like you? Now, it's finally time to grow a spine and divorce Elaine.
Good. That's just great. So this entire time it's all been a goddamn act! How dare you lie to me about something like this, Mia?
If I didn't lie, would you have ever had the balls to cut Elaine loose? You wanted Mia to live like your dirty secret forever? Rotting in the shadows as your mistress while you played happy family? Dream on! You got exactly what you deserved.
You bitch! I'll kill you for this.
I'm not cursing you. Just you wait, Garrett. You're going to regret this. You're going to regret every single thing you did to me.
Shut up! I'll choke the lies out of you.
Let go. Help.
Stop him. Now.
Get off me! The files, the witnesses, the paper trail, it's all over, Garrett. What are you screaming for? Did you really think you were untouchable?
Elaine, my dear ex-wife. Is this the best Elaine can do? Elaine really think this little show is gonna bring Garrett down? You always did underestimate me.
You son of a bitch! You're still talking big? Look at you! Ethan, I dare you to lay a finger on me. Touch me and see what happens. Don't forget who you're dealing with. You have no idea what's coming! What the hell are you doing? Let go of Ethan's sister, Elaine!
Get your hands off me. Back off.
Elaine!
I've been running this city for years. If you honestly thought you two could topple me with some bottom-level muscle you hired off the street, then you've clearly forgotten who I am.
I thought you were blinded by rage when you burst in here. But you were playing us the whole time. You were prepared.
Mia, come here. If you repent right now and come back to me, I'm willing to forget this little betrayal ever happened. We can go back to the way things were. Otherwise, you'll end up just like them, erased from existence.
Garrett! You goddamn animal! If you touch my sister, I'll kill you!
Have I been too patient with you, Ethan? Is that why you think you can talk to me like that?
Garrett, stop!
What's the matter? Getting anxious? You were so impressive 5 minutes ago, making me kneel, forcing a confession. You really thought you could crush me with a few nobodies?
Do you have any idea who really runs New Jersey?
Garrett, please, let my brother go.
Garrett! I swear to God, I'm gonna make you pay for this if it's the last thing I do!
You? I'm afraid you won't get that chance, my dear brother-in-law. Ethan, enjoy the darkness. In your tiny little prison cell, try to remember to keep that mouth of yours shut before it gets you killed.
Garrett! You won't get away with this! I'll see you in hell first!
Mia, when I took you from Elaine back then, I admit things were a bit messy. I owe you for that. As for the fake pregnancy, I'm willing to overlook it. From now on, as long as you stay in line and do exactly as you're told, you will be the one and only Mrs. Shawn.
I will! Garrett, I promise I'll do whatever you want. I'll only listen to you. Anything you say, I'm yours.
Good. Now pay her back. Everything she just put you through. Return the favor.
What happened to that attitude, Elaine? Weren't you so high and mighty a second ago? Didn't you want to watch Mia crawl and beg for mercy? Look at you now! Look at this pathetic mess. Do you still think you're the untouchable little princess you used to be?
You bitch! Get your hands off my sister! I'll kill you! I'll kill every last one of you!
Pride always comes before the fall. The universe is already closing in on you, Garrett.
You're drowning in your own crimes. What exactly do you think you have left to protect her with? You dare talk about Garrett like that? You reckless bitch!
You're really begging for a beating, aren't you?
Mia, stop. Elaine, I'm giving you one last out. Tell me where my son is, and I can wipe the slate clean.
I'll personally escort you and this pathetic excuse for a brother out of New Jersey. Just leave and never show your face here again. In your dreams, Garrett! I'll see you in hell first!
We'll see about that.
Garrett! That's enough! Get your hands off me!
I'm losing my patience. Where is my son?
You're going to regret every move you've made today, Garrett.
Regret? You're threatening me? Elaine, look around. Look at the reality of the situation. You have nothing. What could you possibly have left to threaten me with?
That's pathetic. You really have no idea about the extent of my true reach, do you?
Reach? What power do you have left? Garrett is the head of the entire Shawn Global Group. He controls the financial pulse of New Jersey. You're nothing compared to him. You have zero leverage.
Shawn Global Group? There is no Shawn Global Group anymore.
What the hell are you talking about? Explain yourself!
Did you honestly think that by backstabbing my family and using every dirty trick in the book to drain our assets, you could just rebrand your betrayal and call it an empire? Garrett, those shareholders who supported you, the ones who injected the capital to secure your throne, from the very beginning, every single one of them belonged to the Suits.
What are you saying?
The wind must be hitting her head hard today. People will brag about anything when they're desperate. Careful you don't choke on your own lies, Elaine.
Garrett is on this path to ruin today because of you, Mia. You're the poison in his ear, chirping until he lost his mind.
I just got an emergency call. The board meeting this morning, it's over. They've already passed the resolution. You've been stripped of your title. You're no longer the head of the group.
No, this is impossible. It can't be happening.
The Sues have a century-old foundation, a $100 billion legacy with roots that spans the entire globe. Did you honestly believe your pathetic little schemes were enough to swallow us whole? If I hadn't been orchestrating it from the shadows, pushing for that integration myself, you wouldn't have even made it past the front door.
I don't believe you! Get out there and find out who's behind this! Now!
Did you really think you got here on your own corporate genius and brilliant tactics, Garrett? I told you years ago, without me standing behind you, you are absolutely nothing.
So all those investors, the ones who saved the company when I was drowning, that was you? You set the whole thing up? No, that's impossible! I won't believe it!
Only figuring it out now? Maybe there's a shred of hope for you after all.
Garrett! Don't listen to her. She is bluffing. She is trying to get inside your head because she knows she is finished. She is our prisoner. This is just her pathetical final act. We have to end this now.
Elaine, fine. You want to play it this way? Today, I'm gonna make sure you and your brother are erased from New Jersey forever.
You think you can make us disappear? Garrett, you don't even have the clearance to try. You think you can make us disappear?
Garrett, you don't even have the clearance to try.
It's Arthur. Matriarch's most trusted man.
Elaine, everything has been finalized. The board of directors is currently in an emergency setting, waiting for you to log in and take your throne. It's time to reclaim the Sioux Empire.
Thank you, Arthur. You've done well.
Arthur, what the hell is this? Who gave you the right to storm my sanctuary with these animals? I am the chairman of the Sean Global Group.
Listen to me very carefully. Either from the law or the fact the Sean Global Group has ceased to exist. Garrett Sean is no longer your chairman, and he sure as hell isn't your boss. Drop your weapons and leave this building now. If you walk away, I'll forget I ever saw your faces. If you stay, you'll be processed as accomplice to kidnapping and murder. Your choice.
No, this can't be real. How? Arthur, the company, it can't just be gone?
Get back here! Who gave you permission to move? I own you. Your jobs, your futures, it's all in my hands. If anyone takes another step, I'll make sure you're blacklisted from this city forever. And you, Arthur? Who the hell do you think you are? You're just a glorified butler, Elaine's lapdog. What gives you the right to walk in here and talk to me about authority?
Garrett, even now, you still define people as servants or dogs. You look down on Arthur, you look down on everyone who ever gave you a hand up. That arrogance is exactly why your world is falling apart.
Garrett, you're mistaken. Removing you wasn't my personal whim. It was a unanimous resolution passed by the board of directors acting under the direct orders of Elaine.
Garrett Sean, you bled the family business dry, you drove good people to their graves, and you betrayed the very woman who built you. You stood by while a child died, and you let your mistress insult your own flesh and blood.
You are a disgrace to that chair. We, the elders of the Sioux Empire, are here to reclaim what was stolen and return it to its rightful heir. It was you the whole time. You've been orchestrating this nightmare from the shadows, haven't you? You planned for this day since the moment we met. Admit it! It was you the whole time. You've been orchestrating this nightmare from the shadows, haven't you? You planned for this day since the moment we met. Admit it! Elaine! I'm not leaving you. Mom and Dad are gone. The house is gone. I can't just run away. I'm gonna stay and fight them.
Fight with what? Half the board and the entire aviation authority are in their pockets. The audit is a sham. The contracts were a setup. This isn't a lawsuit, Ethan. It's an execution. They're trying to erase us.
If it's an execution, then I'm not leaving Elaine to face the firing chute alone. If we go down together.
They set this whole thing up to pin the crimes on you. If you stay, you're giving them exactly what they want. I won't let the last of our bloodline rot in a cage or end up in a grave. I need you to survive.
I can't. If Ethan leaves, what happens to Elaine? What happens to our legacy? Ethan! Listen to Elaine! This isn't the time for pride! Ethan has to live to fight another day! Get out of the country! Save yourself! That is the only way we ever get a second chance! They have the city on lockdown, Arthur. The ports, the roads, it's all blocked. Ethan will never make it out. Everything is arranged. The papers, the route, the identities. If Ethan doesn't move now, it's over. The police are minutes away. Elaine burned every bridge and every cent Elaine had left to buy Ethan this chance. Elaine, please. If Ethan goes, the Sioux family is dead.
Ethan, do as I say. Get Ethan on that boat. Now!
No! Elaine, sis!
Arthur! I need you and the elders to pull whatever capital we have left. Invest it in Sean Global. We need to stabilize the bleeding from the inside. Garrett, I prayed it wasn't you. I prayed you weren't the one who buried my parents. But if you are, I will spend every breath I have left making you regret the day you were born.
There was a time when I actually believed you built that company to protect what was left of my family. I thought you'd hand it back, that we'd rebuild together. But I was a fool. I almost trusted a monster in a tailored suit.
Even bother talking to him, Elaine. He wanted the cops? Let's give him what he wants. He can spend the next 40 years thinking about his legacy from a 6x8 cell. Elaine, the charges are piling up. Fraud, embezzlement, conspiracy. Given the scale of what Garrett's stolen, a life sentence would be a mercy.
Garrett! Do something! I can't go to prison. I don't want the money anymore. I don't want the name. Just save me! I can't survive in a cage!
Elaine, stop acting like the saint. You've been playing the long game from the start.
Even using our son's life as a setup just to seize the company today?
What kind of mother uses our own flesh and blood as a pawn? You have no right to judge me!
Our son? How dare you let his name cross your lips? My son is gone because of you. Because of your cold-blooded choices. He would be alive today if you hadn't turned your back on him.
Enough! How long are you gonna keep up this sanctimonious act? Drop the facade, Elaine!
Is he serious? Does he actually not know the boy is gone? The child was buried years ago. How is this possible?
He knows. He's just feigning ignorance to dodge the blood on his hands, coward.
If he hadn't refused to help that night, if he hadn't chosen to save that mistress' damn cat instead of his own son, the boy never would have died from delayed treatment.
You're a stain on humanity, Garrett. Look at yourself. Shut up! All of you, shut your mouths! Who gave you the right to talk about Garrett's son like that? Stop lying! Stop it!
You vile snake! You've known the truth about Jake this entire time. You played the victim, you sabotaged their marriage, also you could slide into Elaine's place and become the new mistress of the Sean state. Admit it!
That's a lie! You're slandering me! I had no idea!
What the hell is happening here? Mia, look at me. What happened to Jake? Tell me the truth!
I don't know. I swear I don't know anything. It's Elaine. She's the one who hit him. She's using the boy to blackmail you, to force you to give up the company. This is all her twisted game.
You're still lying. Do you really think you can bury the truth forever?
Garrett, tell me something. If Mia hadn't miscarried today, if this miracle child of yours was still a reality, would you have even spared a single thought for your other son? The one who actually shares your blood?
That's enough, Elaine. How dare you spit on your own son's soul like that? You don't deserve to call yourself Jake's mother.
Jake is Garrett's flesh and blood. Of course he loves him. I've always cared for Jake as if he were my own. I won't let you stand there and keep poisoning the well with your lies.
Enough! I want everyone to shut up! I'm asking you one last time. This is your final warning. Where is my son? Where is Jake? Tell me now! I'm not asking again. This is it, your last chance. My son! Where the hell is he?
You want to see your son? You really want to see him, Garrett?
No. No, this isn't real. This is some kind of sick joke.
Garrett! Do you see this? Do you see how sick she is? She's staging this Gorstis funeral just to spite you, to curse Jake. There's a special place in hell for a woman like her.
Elaine, you finally lost your mind. You're really begging for an early grave, aren't you?
Garrett, are you actually this blind? Jake was my life, my own soul. Why would I ever joke about his death? Why would I stage a memorial for my own flesh and blood just to get a reaction out of you? Do you really think I'm that hollow? It was Mia. She's the one who had your assistant wipe the EMS dispatch logs. She's the one who erased every communicase trace from that night. She buried the news. She knew Jake was dying and needed that rescue plane, but she blocked it all. And why? Because she knew if you found out, you'd leave her and her precious cat in the dirt to save your son. She was terrified you'd hate her, that you'd see her for the monster she is. No, that's a lie. Garrett, please, don't listen to her. She's making it all up. I don't know anything about dispatch logs or records. She must have tampered with them herself to frame me. I swear I'm innocent.
Elaine, I really see you clearly now. Setups, manipulation, acting. You'll use anything as a weapon, won't you? And now you're so desperate to destroy me that you've completely thrown away your dignity?
Even now, with the evidence and your son's memorial right in front of you, you're still defending her? Garrett, you really are something. Ethan, bring him in.
Mr. Garrett, please, I was wrong. Please let me go.
Kevin Finn!
Mr. Garrett, I was wrong. I really was.
Calm down, Mr. Garrett.
She made me do it! Mia ordered me to do all of it!
You bastard! Shut your mouth!
What the hell happened? What happened to my son? Mr. Garrett, Jake is gone. What did you say? Do you know what really happened that day during the storm? What happened?
Your precious assistant, Kevin, was never at the LS Airport Control Center. He was sleeping with the flight attendant, Amy.
What the hell happened? Talk! I really wasn't in the LLS airport control room that day. But by the time I found out what happened, it was already too late. I was terrified. I was about to tell you everything, but Mia, she threatened me. She even tried to seduce me.
That's bullshit! It was Elaine. Elaine told you to frame me. Garrett, you can't believe him.
Get off me. Let him talk.
And another thing, Mr. Garrett. Back at Hope Hill Cemetery, those bodyguards who swore they saw Ethan take away, Mia bribed every single one of them. 500 grand each. They gave false testimony. Mr. Garrett, this is the archived copy of Jake's emergency medical flight transfer request from that day. I lost my mind.
Applicant, Jake.
Please, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll never do this again. I'll never lie to you again. No way, that's impossible. My son can't be dead. He can't. He was such a good boy. Jake, he only had some scrapes. How could this happen?
Jake was struck by a jet ski. It caused cardiac trauma. He needs you to fly him across the coast to St. Sterling Hospital.
Hit in the heart?
Elaine, you would actually curse your own child like this?
You're cursing our child?
No, I'm telling the truth. If we don't go now, it'll be too late. Darling, please!
The day it happened, he kept holding on to this. He wouldn't let go. Before the paramedics carried him into the ambulance, covered in blood, he kept saying, he said it was a gift for his dad. He said he wanted to surprise you.
You! This is all because of you! You killed him! You killed our son with your own hands!
Fake. This is all fake. My son isn't dead. He can't really be dead. You're all lying to me. This has to be fake. It's a lie. All of it. Jake isn't dead. You're all just trying to break me. He's not gone.
He was lying on that cold operating table, covered in tubes, fighting for every jagged breath, just waiting for you. He was waiting for your plane to show up, waiting for his father to give him one last chance to survive. And where were you? Because of Mia's damn cat. Because that woman shed a few fake tears, you chose to save an animal and left your own flesh and blood to rot. You're worse than an animal. Garrett, you're a failure as a man. You don't deserve to even speak his name.
I didn't know. I swear to God, I was in the dark. You never told me. That day at the airport, you didn't say a word. You never said it was life or death. You never said Jake was dying. You animal! Not only did you kill Jake, you had the audacity to smash Jake's headstone with your own hands. How could you? You're not even human. You're a goddamn monster. No. I didn't know. I would never. I didn't know.
Do you have any idea what it felt like? To touch Jake's cold little hand, to look into eyes that were never going to open again? That kind of agony, like having your heart ripped out of your chest while you're still breathing? You'll never understand it.
He could have lived. He just needed time. He just needed that plane. It was you!
Both of you, with your pathetic, selfish lives, you bled him dry. Do you even realize that? You owe him a life you can never pay back.
It's not my fault. Jake's death has nothing to do with me. It was all Garrett. He's the one who made the call. He chose to save my cat and leave his own son behind. If he had just checked the flight logs for 1 second, that the boy would be alive. It's his fault. He's the one who killed him. I'm innocent in all of this.
Take a good look, Garrett. Is she everything you hoped for? This is the woman you destroyed your family for. The woman you let your own son die for. The one you sacrificed everything to protect, thinking you'd spend the rest of your life with her.
The woman I wanted to grow old with.
I'd say I'm sorry for you, Garrett, but you're just a pathetic excuse for a man.
It was all my fault. I was really wrong. Jake, Daddy was wrong.
Your fault was certain. No amount of regret will bring my child back.
It was you! You stopped me back then and said Jake was only slightly hurt. You wouldn't let me save him. You deliberately hid the truth and made me miss the best rescue window. You liar!
It wasn't me! You were the idiot who couldn't tell what mattered more. It had nothing to do with me. You can't blame me.
Whether it had anything to do with you isn't for you to decide. We have the call records, dispatch logs, and even your chat history with Garrett from that day. You can deny it all you want, it's useless.
I'm not a man. I don't deserve to be a father. Jake, Daddy is sorry.
There's no point saying this now. What you owe Jake, what you owe this family, it's time to pay it back. Take them away. Handle it by the rules.
I was wrong. Really wrong.
Mommy got justice for you, my son.
I was wrong. Really wrong.
Mommy got justice for you, my son.
You cursed woman! Why did you bring us to a graveyard?
What exactly do you want?
Garrett! This vicious woman sent people to forcibly seize the villa under Mia's name. She even threw your mother and me out of the house! And now she's putting up a tombstone for my grandson here. She's obviously trying to curse our family. We absolutely cannot let this woman off easy.
That villa belongs to me. I earned every cent of it. It's my legal property. You can't just seize it. Elaine, you're nothing but a common thief.
A thief? Every thread on your back, every dollar in your bank account, and the very ground you're standing on was stolen from the Sioux. You and Garrett bled my family dry to build your pathetic little throne. You didn't earn anything. You looted it.
That's a lie! My son built this empire from nothing. Garrett used his own brilliance and hard work to get where he is. This has nothing to do with your family's failures.
I don't recall giving you permission to open your mouth.
What do you think you're doing? In broad daylight? Are you going to assault us in public?
Elaine, you've ruined my son's life, dragged our name through the mud, and now you have the audacity to pull this stunt. Putting up this tombstone for my grandson, it's a sick joke. Over my dead body will I let a woman as vile as you walk away from this.
Garrett! Are you just going to stand there and watch? Are you going to let them humiliate your parents and spit on your son's memory like this? Do something!
My boy, he's gone. My Jake is really gone.
What are you talking about? Garrett, snap out of it! What do you mean gone? What happened to Jake? What did you just say? What happened to my grandson? Garrett, look at me and tell me the truth. Stop trying to scare me.
It was me. It was all my fault. I killed him. I was the one who pulled the plug on his only chance to live.
What kind of sick was purse this Jake thought he'd be gone? You're lying, Garrett. Tell me you're lying.
Jake is really dead. I failed Jake. I failed everyone.
Jake is actually dead?
How could I raise such a pathetic failure? My grandson! Jake was the light of my life. How could you let Jake slip away? Give Jake back to me! Give me my Jake back, you useless coward!
Martha, stop! Pull yourself together. We can't put this all on Garrett. This has that bitch Elaine's fingerprints all over it.
If Elaine was Jake's mother, if Elaine hadn't been so damn negligent, how could a jet ski even get near Jake? This happened on Elaine's watch.
Exactly! She couldn't even be bothered to watch her own son, and now she wants to point fingers at everyone else? Stop playing the martyr, Elaine. Stop acting like the victim when your own incompetence killed him.
You've got a lot of nerve, Mia! How dare Mia even speak Jake's name? If it weren't for Mia, Jake wouldn't have met such a senseless death.
This is your fault, Mia. You spent every waking second poisoning Jake's mind. If it weren't for your manipulation, Jake never would have committed such an unspeakable crime. You killed my grandson!
Why are you blaming Mia, Martha? I didn't hold a gun to Jake's head. Jake made Jake's own choice to save Mia's cat instead of Jake's son.
I didn't force Jake to do anything. Shut your mouth, Mia. You actually have the audacity to talk back? You're the reason Jake's grandson is in that grave!
That's enough, Martha! Calm down! Mia is carrying Garrett's child right now. If you keep this up and something happens to that baby, Garrett really will have nothing left.
You're right, Howard. Jake is never coming back. But Mia is still pregnant. We still have a chance.
This is all on you! You're a plague on this family! You're the one who cursed my grandson to death! You're the one who dragged Garrett into the dirt! Give him back! Give my Jake back to me!
You sure know how to flip the script, old lady. One minute you're calling Mia a homewrecker, and the next you find out she's got a golden ticket in her womb, and suddenly you're her best friend? Let me set the record straight. Jake's death was no freak accident. It was a cold-blooded conspiracy between your precious son and his mistress. They bled out the clock on purpose. They murdered that boy.
That's a damn lie. When the accident happened, Jake was under Elaine's roof. If you want to talk about blame, talk about her negligence. Elaine failed as a mother. Don't you dare try to sabotage Garrett and Mia's future with your twisted stories.
What did we do to deserve this? Why did God let this curse into our home? You're an angel of death, Elaine, a harbinger of doom. Give me back my grandson. Give him back.
I was going to keep my mouth shut out of respect for your age and the fact that we're standing at your grandson's grave. I was trying to show some restraint out of respect for the gray hair on your head.
Cut the crap! I don't have time for your sanctimonious garbage. You're a curse, Elaine. You killed my grandson, and now you have the nerve to stand there and talk down to me?
You can't even tell the difference between right and wrong. All those years you've lived, and you haven't learned a single thing. What a waste of a life.
You bitch!
Jake is gone, but I won't let you lay a single finger on Mia!
Mia, don't be afraid. You're carrying Garrett's legacy now. You are the most important person in this family.
If anyone dares to touch a hair on your head today, they deal with the entire Shawn family.
Garrett's legacy? From Mia? I guess you haven't heard the news yet, have you? Mia lost that baby a long time ago because of her reckless, trashy life. She's been playing this entire family like a cheap fortle from start to finish.
What did he just say? Garrett, is it true? Did Mia lose the baby?
My son is gone. Everything I built is gone. The Shawn line ends with me. It's all my fault.
Garrett, get a hold of yourself. Stop this madness. What about Mia's baby? Tell us the truth now.
Let me tell you exactly what happened. Mia never stopped her trashy behavior after getting pregnant, and she lost that baby weeks ago. But she wanted to force my sister into a divorce, so she faked the entire pregnancy with a paper trail of lies. And after Jake died, she and Garrett conspired to bury the truth so you'd keep supporting them.
Fake? All of it? You're telling me there is no baby?
God help us! What a terrible, terrible sin!
Despite everything, you were Jake's grandparents. You were some of the only blood Jake had left in this world. I didn't bring you here to torture you. I brought you here so he wouldn't have to face his final journey alone. I just didn't want Jake to walk into the dark alone.
You monster. You murdered Jake and put Elaine through hell. You don't deserve to draw another breath.
I'm so sorry. Jake, forgive me.
My grandson, my sweet boy, Jake, how could you leave me, Liz? How am I supposed to go on? I never even got the chance to make up for all the time I lost with you. I failed you so much.
On your knees! You're gonna stay right there and beg James for forgiveness until your soul rots!
Poetic justice. That's what this is. I clawed and scraped for everything, only to watch it all turn to ash. I have nothing left. Absolutely nothing.
Do you really think kneeling there, shedding those crocodile tears is going to bring my son back? Do you honestly believe that a moment of regret can wash away the blood on your hands? You're a monster, Mia.
What's the point of kneeling now? Does it change anything? It won't bring him back. My Jake is gone forever.
Put your face in the dirt. Show him the respect you denied him in life.
Cow out? Let me tell you the truth. That little brat was a ticking time bomb. He deserved to rot a long time ago. And you want to know a secret? The people on that jet T? I put them there. I made the call.
If Jake didn't die, how could I ever truly have you, Garrett? How could I become the queen of the Sean Empire?
How could I get my hands on everything Sean Global owns? As long as Jake was breathing, Jake was a wall between me and my future! It's better this way. Jake is dead, buried, and gone! You vile serpent! Mia is the one who belongs in the ground! There is a special place in hell for Mia! I'll kill Mia myself to avenge my grandson!
I belong in the ground? Look at you, you decrepit old hag. You've already got 1 foot in the grave. What good are you to anyone? Who do you think paid for that expensive suit and your respectable life?
Was it your pathetic little family name or your brilliant son? Without me, without my help gutting the Sioux family assets, you'd be begging on the streets. You enjoyed every second of the glory I built for you. And now that you've bled me dry, you want to toss me aside like a used rag? Not a chance! If I'm going down, I'm dragging every single one of you into the fire with me!
You monster! After all the blood Mia has spilled, God will strike Mia down! Mia will rot for this!
You devil! You absolutist! Look at me! I've been reduced to nothing but a ghost. My family is in ruins, and my son is in the ground, all because of you! It was always you! You poisonous bitch!
Garrett, let me go. Have mercy. Please. I'm sorry.
My son. My sweet Jake. Daddy is so sorry. I let this monster poison my soul and I killed you with my own hands. The guilt is eating me alive. I'm going to end this now! I'm dragging you straight to hell so you can beg my son for forgiveness for eternity.
No, don't. Stop. I don't want to die.
Considering the sheer magnitude of your crimes, the calculated betrayal of public trust, and the devastating loss of life caused by your criminal negligence, this court hereby imposes the following sentence. You are sentenced to a total of 120 years in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Prisons, to be served without the possibility of parole.
Elaine, I was so wrong. Every choice I made was a lie. If I could go back to that day at the airport, I would have saved him. I would never have let go of you.
Remain the defendant into custody. Carry out the sentence immediately.
I plead guilty.